Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Star Trek Online. I'm Bull, and today we're going to continue on with Roger the Alien and the Starship Voila. We're just going to pick up where we left off last time, and tonight we're going to do the quest Stop the Signal. To stop the signal, we need to go to the Bamori system. We open up our map, we can see the Bamori system is all the way down at the bottom of the screen. I honestly can't remember if I mentioned this before, so we'll go ahead and mention it. When you're on your map, if you want to auto-navigate to some place, you can basically just find the system you're looking for and double-click. There we go. It'll say plot a course to the Bamori system. And you say yes, and it will auto-fly there. I think I mentioned this one other time, but it never hurts to cover our bases again. So we're going to fly there, and since that's all the way down at the bottom of the screen, this is going to take a little while because we are currently topping out at warp 7.43, which is pretty darn slow. So we're going to go ahead and pause, and I'll pick it back up when we get down there. Actually, while we're flying, I just remembered we picked up some loot last time. So I'm going to go ahead and take a quick look here. We've got a phaser Mark II. I've got a generic phaser pistol that I'm still carrying. But I've got the sniper rifle, and I really like the sniper rifle. I like its range. Damage isn't going to be quite as good, but we will drop the phaser stun pistol on him as well. Alright. We're going to go with Korsa, because she's going to be our main DPS character, probably, to a certain extent. She's currently wearing the standard issue shield, so we're going to give her this Mark II that we picked up, and double click on that and it'll auto equip it. And while she's got the two-gun style, which I really like, if you mouse over an item you can see what the current character you have selected is equipped with and how it compares to this item. So if you look on your screen, you'll see that the dual pistols do a 47.6 DPS. The phaser stun pistol does 54.7 DPS. So that's going to be slightly better damage overall. So we're going to go ahead and give her that. I still don't have any armor for her. Let's check out Thorl. Thorl's got the Mark I phaser full auto rifle. Chox is still carrying the basic phaser beam, so we're going to give him these pistols. And I don't have anything else that will upgrade him. I will, however, give him the small power cell, which gives him plus 15 to all energy damage for 15 seconds. Your bridge crew will use these things if you give it to them. So that's a good way to cycle through them. And we're at the Bamori system, but we're going to hold on just one more moment, because I'm going to double check, because I have an engine. I have a Mark II impulse engine, and I'm currently building standard issue, the default level 0 effectively. So we're going to slot this, just to give myself a little bit of extra speed. And I also have another Mark II combat impulse engines, but they're just white. So we're going to stick with the green ones, because they're a little bit better. And that'll be it. So we head into Bamori. Captain, we are approaching the signal repeater. Starfleet has reported hostile ships in the area, so we should be cautious. I recommend we use the tactic we developed during the Dominion War. We should maneuver close to large ionized metallic asteroids. Being close to one of them will disrupt enemy sensors and make us practically invisible. So we can see there is a ship to our left and a ship to our right, and we are heading dead end. So we're just going to kind of split the middle and hope that we can avoid combat. Oh, but the signal repeater is straight ahead of us. Unfortunately, it has got ships by it. I somehow don't think we're going to be able to get away from this one, so we're going to just open up. See what kind of damage we can do. I lost him, so I think he must have cloaked. Unfortunately, birds of prey have a battle cloak, which means they can cloak in the middle of combat. Which, let me tell you, pain in the butt sometimes. Oh, we got an accolade for doing damage. There are a number of damage accolades that you'll get. And the nice thing about the damage accolades is you do, once you get to the higher level ones at least, you do get a little bonus for having them. You'll do just like if that one was for doing phaser damage, and once I get a high enough one, I will actually get a phaser damage bonus. Alright, so we've blown up all of those. Now, I'm currently... Well, no, okay, I'm not now, but when I'm moving... Huh. I was sparking and stuff, but I'm not sure why. Might be just because of the nebula. That tends to happen in these sometimes. They have funky effects that'll hit your ship. I piggybacked a carrier wave on the signal to the repeater and tracked the signal to the source. There's a listening base located between the binary moons of Bamari 2. Let's warp to Bamari 2, and we'll go investigate. Destroy the Klingon transporter disruptors. Alright, I have to destroy these things before I can transport down to the base. So we're going to come up here and pick on the first one. This does not seem to be defended, so this should be just easy. There we go, and then we'll head over to this next one. This one is defended, so we're going to probably have to fight. Looks like a bird of prey. Looks like 3 birds of prey. Alright, let's maneuver around so that we can get a good shot at this transporter. Oh, nope. Ha! The ship blowing up, the bird of prey blowing up, took out the thingy that I needed to blow up. That was nice. Alright, let's head up to the next one here. And this one likewise has a defender. Alright, and we got one more, and it has defenders as well. So we'll have a couple more to shoot down. We'll hit full impulse so I can get there a little faster. Let's grapple this guy. Slow him down a little bit. Keep him from cloaking. That's a good thing. Alright, we're going to head over to the transporter disruptor and gun it down. Alright, that should be enough. Transporters are back online. Alright, and many times you'll have to wait until you're out of red alert to be able to do things like beam down. And hey, look at this. I have a full bridge crew to go with me, away team. So we're going to beam down. Alright, we have to plant spatial charges on plasma heat exchangers. And we have a glowy thingy here, so I'm guessing that's one of them. Yep. So we will plant spatial charges. There are Klingons dead ahead, but there's also a room here, and there's usually stuff in these rooms. So we will come in here first. And, oh, there's another one of these things to plant a spatial charge on. So we now have 2 of 6 if you look at your objectives there. You know, mines are really useless. I'll see about getting a better kit and some better powers when I get to level 10. You can get an idea of what different kits and stuff there are. But I'm only level 5, so that's a little ways off. But there's not much point in doing too much until at least level 10 because there just isn't that much variety at this level. Alright, you might have noticed that another Targ beamed in there. The little pig things. That's because there was a Targ handler. The Targ handler will summon up additional Targs as combat goes on. So, generally speaking, it's not a bad idea, especially later levels when they get dangerous, to kill them pretty quick. Otherwise, they will just continue to summon up Targs. Same thing with engineers, because engineers will eventually start dropping turrets, which are also a pain in the butt to deal with. Alright, plant a spatial charge. And oh look, there's the spatial charge. Plant a spatial charge. And another, because once again, the Federation is all about showing up places and blowing everything up. There's a box, so I'm going to loot the box. It's also what the Federation is all about, looting people's starbases. Before you blow them up, of course, because you don't want to blow up the loot. Alright, scan for information. We have a glowing console down here. So we will go down, and we're going to scan. More Klingons. Ooh. I think I got grenaded. We're going to knock that guy down. Oh, and that's not a guy. He's an Undine. Ooh, the plot thickens. Let's uplink the computer core. Captain, sensors just picked up an Undine ship on the far side of the moon. They've beamed someone aboard and are heading into the comet debris. Please return to the ship immediately. Turn to the voila and pursue the Undine ship. Oh, excellent. Sir, Klingon ships have decloaked and are powering up weapons. Uh-oh. Ooh, a raptor. These are a little tougher than the birds of prey generally, but they don't have the combat cloak. Well, usually they don't. This one shouldn't. Got him. Alright, now, our next goal is to warp to the Bamari debris field, which we'll have to wait until we're out of red alert to do. Captain, the Klingons are locking weapons on the Undine ship. With their help, we can defeat it. Alright, and we have a Tethys Dreadnought. Now, this is a tough ship. Like the last time we fought an Undine, we needed help. Ooh, and I've gotten its attention, and it is beating the crap out of me. Alright, let's get some distance. Pop some evasive maneuvers and see about getting a little bit of speed and a little bit of maneuverability to get out here a little ways. Oop. Scrape the asteroid just a bit. Alright. And while I fight, especially now that I'm actually taking damage, I tend to spam my one key where I put distribute shield power evenly. The nice thing about that is it'll help keep pulling power from the other shield facings. As you can see down on my heads-up display on the bottom, it'll pull a little bit of power from my other shield facings to help increase that shield. And with the Klingons' help, we did it. Of course, now I'm surrounded by a bunch of Klingon Katinga battlecruisers and warships. But you evaded us in battle, Lieutenant, and I respect your bravery. In honor of your actions against the Undine, we will not destroy you today. Next time, you will not be so fortunate. Kapla! Or something. However Klingon talk. Alright. So we can depart system, and we are done. Huzzah! At least I think we're done. Yep. Hail Starfleet to report. Alright, we're going to get some energy dampening armor Mark II. And we're going to get some skill points and some expertise. And a level. So, excellent. Alright, I'm going to slot that armor real quick. Let's see, what is Roger wearing? Roger's got some Mark II dampening armor. So what is Korspa? Korspa does not have any armor. So we're going to give that to her. And like I said before, I really don't like the armor look. So I'm going to, as I did with myself, turn that off. So she's wearing her uniform instead. Now, you might be wondering, because if you look in my inventory here, I do have this odd item here that is a dual disruptor beam bank. The dual disruptor beam bank is a little bit more powerful than the standard beam arrays. It fires 2 beams at once instead of 1. However, it has a much narrower arc, and the Voila is not the most nimble of ships. So having a narrow arc is dangerous because it means there's a lot of times when I can't fire. You've seen how often while I'm playing, how often I can't fire my torpedo because I'm busy turning around slowly trying to get back and up to the guy. Plus, I tend to play broadsides. Because if I'm facing forward, my back weapons can't do anything yet. If I can get some turrets, I might have been able to fix that, but the other thing is this is a disruptor beam bank, so it does disruptor damage. And I have the tactical console phaser relay, which adds phaser damage. So I am better off using my phasers for the time being, in my opinion. There are definitely better weapons I could be getting, because at this point, you know, I'd really like to have upgraded from the standard beam array, but I don't have that much EC, and I haven't found anything and haven't gotten anything from rewards. So we'll just work with what we've got. Alright, so for now I'm going to go ahead and call it, because we've done that quest. Between now and next time you watch one of these videos, I'm going to do one more quest, and I'm not going to go ahead and record it because it is the anniversary quest, and I want to make sure I get the ships for this character. There are 2 ships, the Ambassador class and the Ambassador class retrofit. The Ambassador class is a level 30 starship. It's the Enterprise C from the Next Generation episode, Yesterday's Enterprise. And the retrofit is a level 50 version of the ship, which is bigger, beefier, more weapon can't talk. More weapon slots, and more console slots. There is also a costume unlock you get, Yesterday's Enterprise costume unlock. And I will show that to you tomorrow, next time I do, well, tomorrow or whenever I do another video, once I've completed that quest. However, I've done the quest, I've done a video for that quest, and hopefully there will be a link on your screen here somewhere. So if you're interested in seeing how that quest works, go ahead and follow the link, and you can check that out when I do it on my main character, Bull. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.